Hello, hello. Are we live?
I think we're live.
Hello. Good morning, Practical Magic. Megan and Michelle here for Magic Mondays.
Magic Monday!
Magic Mondays.
Woo!
We can call it Monday
Yes.
Morning Magic.
Monday morning magic, Magic Mondays. It's
Magic Mondays.
yes, a reason to look forward to getting up on Monday. But we love mornings. We're
Yeah.
totally morning people, huh?
Yes, love the morning.
So high energy.
So, if you were present with us last week talking about what Magic Mondays is all about, we are going to help you start your week with fun, with magic, with excitement, and we're going to start with that intention. Yeah, we're going to start with that. We were just talking about this morning, that Magic Mondays, being able to have a magical Monday.
Oh, good. Courtney's here. Yes.
Hi, good morning,
Say
Courtney.
hello when you jump on.
Yes,
Let us know
please do.
you're here. Good morning, Courtney. So glad to have you here.
Good to see you. So, having Magic Mondays, because we're so programmed for it to be, manic Mondays or mundane Mondays or melancholy Mondays, whatever so many people wake up feeling on Mondays, we want to give you a little tip on how to make your Mondays magic. This is something that's going to serve you, all throughout us doing this Magic Monday show. That what we're about to talk about, you can start practicing all the time, and that's going to serve you in being able to come on to Magic Mondays and make the best use of it possible.
Right. Yes. So it's totally about being, hi Candy, hi Vicky, hi Andrea. It's about being intentional. And so when we talk about Magic Mondays, it's setting yourself up for the week, it's setting yourself up for the day. And we're talking really about the importance of our magic starting the night before. It's super important to go to sleep clean. And we talked about in our 5-day magical lifestyle challenge training to bless the bed. So I always bless the bed too. Before Todd and I go to sleep, we both have our hands on the bed and we bless it every single night. So this is even before that, setting yourself up for magic every single day. So what we're talking about doing Sunday evening, we're really talking about doing every single evening, so you wake up clear and clean. And that is really taking some time, a bedtime routine. We talk a lot about the morning routine, but there's also a bedtime routine of making sure you're clear emotionally. And that looks like going over your day. Are you feeling, what emotions are you feeling? Are you feeling down? Are you feeling any shame about anything, any regret? Really looking into your little girl, because those emotions, your inner child, those emotions that are coming up are that younger version of yourself that is looking for self-care and self-love, acceptance and compassion. So I do that by journaling. I do that, of course, by tapping any emotions that are coming up, releasing them.
Yeah. And I would say that my regular evening routine is a little different than what we're talking about for the Sunday routine, right? Because every evening we tap in and tune in and we do some journaling, but specifically for Sunday, for the upcoming week, you want to be a blank slate. And it just doesn't happen, going to bed and saying, okay, I'm going to wake up tomorrow, it's Monday, and it's going to be a magical Monday, right? You get to put a little bit of effort into it, a little bit of intention, a little bit of magic in order to be attracting that kind of magic. And so when Michelle's talking about really taking care of your inner child, if you can imagine going all week long, you're going all week, the work week, then weekend with your family, your inner child probably hasn't had a lot of time or attention or love. And so you may feel that building on Sunday where there's the dread, kind of like the sadness. And first of all, the quickest and easiest way to take care of that is inner child work. But then, in order to transmute that dread or that heaviness or the disappointment that the weekend is over, is to take care of your inner child, your little boy or your little girl who is not feeling heard, is not feeling seen. And I was telling mom earlier, my kids love knowing what's coming up, right? They love to know what the week looks like. They love to know what our weekends are going to look like. So I go over what their schedule looks like for the week. We talk about it on Monday through Thursday. Rochelle picks you up from school and you'll play on these nights. You'll go to gymnastics. They love knowing what to be prepared for, right? Instead of just kind of riding along in this boat of life and not knowing where they're to be expected or what to expect, right? This gives them a sense of power, a sense of groundedness, a sense of knowing. And so if our little kids like that, of course our inner child would also like that. So you spend those last few moments, sorry, you spend those last few moments of Sunday with your inner little girl and telling her how much you love her, how much you support her. You're really at that point taking care of your inner child, but also stepping into your higher self, the part of you that is confident enough to take care of your inner child, that is sure. These are things that are automatically like snuffling out the dread, the disappointment, the melancholy, right? You're now in connection with your higher self and your inner child all at the same time.
Yeah, I like that. It's super important because then you're sharing with your inner child what's coming up during the week. And that also gives you the opportunity to make sure there's self-care sprinkled in the week, right?
Yep.
So taking care of yourself in that way, in a very generous, nurturing way, making sure that your week is not jam-packed with doing, and really getting into some space of receiving. And that's what self-care is. Whether it's journaling, whether even if it's like balancing your bank account, that is self-care. Doing those things that are hard, you might resist, that's self-care. So making sure that you have that through the week, because you know that you're going to be rewarded for everything you're doing. And it's not just about waiting till the end of the week. I don't know how many of you on here are watching and you are doing something to make a living that you don't actually enjoy, that it's the practical thing to do. So make sure that in order to shift that energy is really taking care of yourself, instead of making excuses or justifying why you can't take care of yourself until the weekend. So that's super, super important to, you take care of yourself before going into the week, and then making sure you have time to take care of yourself during the week.
Yeah, and I really like that you mentioned, there may be many of you who are going to a job in order to take care of your financial life, but that it isn't something that you love. And the reason why we want to do Magic Mondays is because that can still be magical. That can still be magical. Going into a job, working for someone, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing right now, has the potential to be magical. And so this is one of the ways that starts that. This is the first way that we're talking about, but there's so many ways to make your experience, regardless of what it is, magical. I know the most pivotal moments in my life, like where I manifested a massive up level, came from learning to experience magic in a moment that I was initially resisting, right? This isn't where I want to be. This isn't what I want to be doing. This isn't where I want to live. This isn't right. There I'm resisting my reality. And then what perpetuated was my reality. It wasn't until I could find the magic in those moments that I was trying to get rid of that then created the opening for something new, or simply the perspective shift. I remember when my kids stopped seeing their dad so frequently. And I was in so much resistance to that, right? That there's no way I could handle it. It was too much for me. He needed to be there or it wasn't going to be good, right? There's this big story, and it the moment I stopped resisting it and I could see the magic in what me and the kids were experiencing. I could see the blessing and the gift in it. It didn't change that he started seeing them more often, but our experience changed, right? I was no longer in the fear. I was no longer in the anxiety. So the outside doesn't actually have to change for you to experience magic.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. So no matter where you're at, um, letting go of the resistance and finding the blessing in every experience, because every single experience you're having is for you. It is
Mm-hmm.
for you, right? And so there is magic in every single thing, in every conversation, in every, what is the word, every contact you make, whether it's online or in person, whatever it is for you and it is there for you, and everything is magic. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just staying present to that, and living intentionally, setting your intention to create that magic in every situation.
Yeah, yeah. And so here's the thing, this isn't going out and finding magic, right? This is being the magic. This is, like you said, in every contact, in every conversation. So that doesn't really matter where you work, right? You could be working at Starbucks, you could be running a company. It doesn't matter where you are. When you have contact with someone, you have a moment to co-create magic together. When you're driving to wherever you're going, you have a moment to give thanks for the car that you're in, for wherever it is that you're going. So we want to inspire you to be the magic so that in your life you'll start living the magic. We're not going out and finding it. Like, where is it hiding? Where is all the magic? How do those people get all that magic? How did they find it? Where is it? I promise they're creating it. They are creating it by being it.
Beautiful, beautiful. So a magical day starts with clearing off the night before,
Yep.
being sure you're clear. And I tell my clients this all of the time. There's the morning routine and the evening routine, and then that weekly routine, making sure you're completely clear from the previous weekend. Is there the previous week? Are there conversations you need to have with others or yourself? Right? I mean, it's being clear with yourself. Is there self-forgiveness that you get to go through? Is there emotional releasing? I tap, like it's a daily part of my daily life. Emotions come up, I get to move through them. It's not to get rid of the emotions, it's to move through them to become a clear conduit of magic and of manifestation.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Okay, so let's give you just a little bit of a breakdown about how you can do this in your evening routine. So first, it's journaling, getting out whatever is in your head. Might be, might be some anxiety or just whatever thoughts or whatever that is. So you're journaling that out. And then you're going to center into your heart, okay, and bring in your higher self, and you're going to start working with your little girl. So, probably a lot of what you journaled could possibly be your inner child letting you know where there's some wounding, where there's some caretaking that can happen, right? And so you're going to imagine your little boy or your little girl sitting in front of you, and you're going to be taking care of him or her, loving them, letting them know that you're here to protect them, that you're excited about the week, and here's what they can expect, right? You can expect that I'll check in with you. You can and then you check in with your inner child, right? Because right now you're creating a relationship with your inner child, which is going to create a foundation, like a groundedness where you aren't. I really believe that part of this dread for Mondays, dread for a new week, is the inner child not knowing what to expect. Okay, so you're going to take care of the inner child there as your higher self, as your adult, as your adult you, but also as your higher self. And then here's where I would love for you to go after that is to create a list of thank you in advance.
Love that.
Sunday night is such a good day to do that. So any big things that you have coming up in the week, really any things. I do this sometimes in the morning. I give thanks for every single meeting that I have, the lunch that's coming up, my breakfast with the kids, all before it ever happens. And so you can do that Sunday night. You know, I give thanks for each day. Um, Being magical, being in the flow, experiencing ease, giving thanks for the opportunity to be a loving, conscious mom, giving thanks for the time I get to spend with my mom. I'm doing all of that in advance. So add that to your Sunday night Sunday night routine. So now you've done journaling, getting all the icky stuff out. You've taken care of your inner child, and now you're in a place of gratitude starting your upcoming week. And is there anything else that you would add to that?
No. Mm-mm.
So you've really hit all of those levels and you're ending your week in gratitude, which means you can only wake up the next day in gratitude, right? That it's such a high frequency. And all of this everybody has time for this. Everybody has 20 minutes to do this.
For sure. And it's but the most important 20 minutes, right? I mean, because we think, oh, we don't have time to do that. But then we inadvertently create things we don't want that suck up our time, that totally suck up our time. And then you do that, then you wake up Monday morning and you start in gratitude again. And I like to go through my calendar and look at what I have in front of me and give thanks for each meeting.
Yep.
Give thanks and live intentionally that, I pour my love into every meeting that I have. And set the intention that the outcome is beautiful of every meeting I have.
Yes. And it is, Larry said, love what you're sharing. So true to embody it and practice it. It is the practice that creates the magic. It isn't just watching Magic Mondays. It isn't just doing the gratitude in your head. It isn't just planning on doing it and then not doing it. It is the action. It is the practice of it that brings it into your day-to-day life.
Yes.
And we're so excited that we get to come to you every single Monday for Magic Mondays. Every topic is going to be different each week, and next week it'll actually be me, all on my own. I'm excited. And I'm a little worried. Who am I going to look at? Because Michelle will be in Cancun, Mexico.
Yep. I will be with Dr. Joe Dispenza for a 7-day intensive in Cancun. So I'm super excited to bring back the wisdom and the experience that I get to have in that setting of intensive meditation for 7 days. Oh my gosh.
Amazing. That's
Yes.
something to be grateful for. There's your gratitude list.
There, exactly.
Cool. Well, I will be back here. I'm excited to see what comes through. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be awesome. Thank you
Yes.
all for being here with us today.
Yes, and share your experiences in the thread below as you implement everything we shared. Share your experiences, ask your questions. Megan and I will be coming in to answer any questions, and we love hearing about your experience and what you create. And thank you, Vicki. Thank you all for being here.
See you next week.
Bye for now.